Hi, and welcome to yet another exciting edition of the show. And I'm your host, Refilwe Thobega. Today we're in London at the beautiful home of a gentleman called Sipho Tshapu, who's a scriptwriter and storyliner who's been in the TV industry for 6 years now. Having started as an intern in 2010 at Isidingo to being the big shot writer that he is today, who's so in demand, I want to hear his story. Join me. My name is Refilwe Thobega, and I'm a dreamer. I'm a simple girl, just like anyone with hopes and aspirations. With the Refilwe Thobega show, I hope to inspire you to dream, to hope, to expect only the best and to get out there and do you. Mzansi is a place of great things. Welcome to my world. Sipho, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Well, first, who is Sipho Tshapu?
Sipho Tshapu is a young man from the Eastern Cape, born in a small town called Alice, but grew up in Port Elizabeth, which I regard as home because that's where I spent most of my life until I finished in matric, and then I moved to Pretoria, where I studied journalism in the Tshwane University of Technology.
TUT.
Yeah, and then from there we had to get internships, and I spent a good 2 years struggling to find an internship. I sent to various production companies and I got a response from Endemol. And they said they were looking for interns for Isidingo. Then I was to start in 2010. So when I started, my internship was only meant to last for 2 weeks. I made a pain of myself. I was told not to contact the executive producer, but I was like, what can she do? She's not going to kill me. If she's going to say no, she'll say no. I would have spoken to her. So I went to go speak to her. She referred me to the head writer. And from then, I just started and I never looked back.
Isidingo is one of my favorite soapies. How was it like working there?
In the beginning, it was so overwhelming. I remember my first story meeting where I just sat there and I froze. I could not believe I was part of a team. I was in a room of the people that are creating these stories. So when I was in that brainstorm and I was speaking, actually the head writer was surprised that this 19-year-old boy knows all these things about this show, and she invited me to a big brainstorm which took later that year, and after that she actually asked me to shadow one of the writers, and that's how I got in. And
so you have to know and understand each and every character.
You have to. When we joke around, we say we play God to this world that exists and you're telling them what to do. It was a fun experience. It was great. It was a learning experience. It was my first job as a storyliner, as a writer. I worked with the man Greyhoff Meyer, the creator of the show. He is actually the one who insisted that I be hired on Isidingo, because he was like, after the brainstorm, this young man seems to know his story.
So as a writer, you work from home, right? How do you discipline yourself?
I treat it as if I'm at work. So I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, I come back, I take a shower, and I go to my study and I work. And then at 6 o'clock, if I'm done for the day, I would put my laptop and say, okay, I'm done for the day. If I'm not, I continue working, because you have deadlines, you must submit, and people are waiting for scripts, people are waiting for storylines.
Writers have always spoken about the fear of a clean page, of an empty page.
You must come up with a story that will make your viewer at home turn to your show. You are responsible for coming up with that story that will make people talk about your show.
What are you working on right now?
Uzalo.
Uzalo, I know.
There's a soapie on SABC1 called Skim Sam,
I know Skim Sam.
which I storyline for. So that every week you get that blank page and you must like, okay, what are these young people gonna do? Ashes to Ashes.
Ashes to Ashes.
And then there is a drama on ETV now that plays on Mondays, Umlilo. And then it's also currently on air, Tempe Pushes on SABC1. And we just finished Mamelo.
When you're not writing, what are you doing?
When I'm not writing, I'm with my friends.
Or cooking?
Oh yeah, or cooking. I believe that you have to eat, and you can't just eat anything.
Yeah.
You have to. It's like people wait to go to a restaurant before they have a good meal. Why? Why must you go pay 400 rand for a plate of food?
You must know what you eat
when you can make it for yourself at home?
Where is Sipho Tshapu going from now?
I was very fortunate to have done the shows that I have, but from now on, it's my own things. You know, we just got a company registered. I have a business partner, and we're pitching to channels. We're pitching dramas, telenovelas, soapies, whatever they're looking for at the time. And we've been fortunate enough to have very good feedback of the shows we've created. So now is putting on my producer hat and also giving opportunity to other young writers who want to be in the industry but they haven't been given the chance. So I know that when I get my own things commissioned, obviously I still work with the writers that I've worked with before, who I know will deliver good work, but also giving an opportunity to one or two other coming up writers who want to be in a position where I am now, or so going on further, it's about doing my own things. Yeah.
Cool. How do we keep in touch with you? Your name, profile names on Twitter?
My profile name on Twitter is @_Phopho, Phopho. That's the same one for Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's my name, Sipho Tshapu, and
wow.
Yeah.
It's been inspirational talking to this young man who has done so much amazing work. From being an intern at Isidingo to being where he is right now. Big up, Sipho. Take 5. I'm such a fan. You rock. Keep on rocking. Keep on writing.
I'll do that.
Cool stuff.
Thank you.